This time, we're reading the Easter story, a chronological reading of many of the events that happened to Jesus during his week of death, burial, and his resurrection. 6 days before the Passover, Jesus came to Bethany, the hometown of Lazarus, whom he had raised from the dead. So they hosted a dinner for Jesus there. Martha served, and Lazarus was among those reclining at the table with him. Then Mary took about a pint of expensive perfume made of pure nard, and she anointed Jesus' feet and wiped them with her hair. And the house was filled with the fragrance of perfume. But one of his disciples, Judas Iscariot, the one that was going to betray Jesus, asked, "Why wasn't this perfume sold for 300 denarii and money given to the poor?" Judas did not say this because he cared about the poor, but because he was a thief. As keeper of the money bag, he used to take from what was put into it. Aware of this, Jesus asked, "Why are you bothering this woman? She has done a beautiful deed to me. The poor you will always have with you, but you will not always have me. By pouring this perfume on me, she has prepared my body for burial. Truly, I tell you, wherever this gospel is preached in all the world, what she has done will also be told in memory of her." The next day, the great crowd that had come to the feast heard that Jesus was coming to Jerusalem. As Jesus approached Bethphage and Bethany at the Mount of Olives, he sent out 2 of his disciples, saying, "Go into the village ahead of you, and as you enter it, you will find a colt tied there, on which no one has ever sat. Untie it and bring it here. If anyone asks, 'Why are you untying it?' tell him the Lord needs it." So those who were sent went out and found it just as Jesus had told them. As they were untying the colt, the owners asked, "Why are you untying the colt?" "The Lord needs it," they said. Then they led the colt to Jesus, threw their cloaks over it, and put Jesus on it. As it is written, "Do not be afraid, O daughter of Zion. See, your king is coming, seated on the colt of a donkey." As Jesus rode along, the people spread their cloaks on the road. And as he approached the descent from the Mount of Olives, the whole multitude began to praise God joyfully in a loud voice for all the miracles they had seen. "Blessed is the King who comes in the name of the Lord. Peace in heaven and glory in the highest." But some of the Pharisees in the crowd said to him, "Teacher, rebuke your disciples." "I tell you," he answered, "if they remain silent, the very stones will cry out." At first, his disciples did not understand these things. But after Jesus was glorified, they remembered what had been done to him. And they realized that these very things had also been written about him. Meanwhile, the people who had been with Jesus when he called Lazarus from the tomb and raised him from the dead continued to testify. That is also why the crowd went out to meet him, because they had heard that he had performed this sign. Then the Pharisees said to one another, "You can see that this is doing no good. Look how the whole world has gone after him." Jesus was teaching in the temple every day, but the chief priests, scribes, and leaders of the people were intent on killing him. Yet they could not find a way to do so, because all the people hung on his word.